Hello, hello, hello. Good to see you guys. I'm sorry I'm on so late tonight, but I am just committed to trying to come in and share with you as we're getting ready for this new school year. Some of you may already be in your students, may have already started school, and others of you they're about to in a couple of weeks. And so I just wanted to come in and be consistent in the hopes that I can help you to equip your child for the very best school year ever for those students who may be struggling academically. So tonight I want to talk very quickly about consistency is key. So we have been traveling all day today. We left out of the house probably about 10 o'clock in the morning, and we went all the way to Virginia, to Wacomico County, Virginia, to take care of some family business. And we had a number of things that we had to get accomplished, and we are literally... Hey Lauren, when I have a chance, check the description. Did I put something wrong on there? Let me know. My brain just froze when you said that. I was like, oh gosh, did I do something wrong? And so we are literally just getting back. Oh, what happened there? Okay. Thank you, Lauren. Let me try it again. Bye. All right. So, good to see you guys. Sorry I'm on so late
let's see
tonight,
if we can get that to...
but I am just committed to trying to come. All right. So, let's see. Back to where I was. Okay, it's live, right? Live things happen. And hopefully on Facebook, I spelled consistency is key correctly. However, we travel. We've been here, there all day, out and about, and finally just getting back home. And I debated, do I come on? Do I not? And I realized that I needed to come on because the things that I am teaching you, I have to model them well. And so when you have a child who's struggling academically, consistency in your life is key. Things like what time they go to bed, when you guys do your homework, if you are making sure that they are understanding the things that are happening in school. When do you guys actually have a time to sit down and figure that stuff out? There has to be consistency. Children, students need to know when this is going to happen, what time things are going on over there. The more chaos you have in your life, the more difficult it is for them to be able to function the way they need to. And so sometimes as parents, we can help our child who may be struggling academically by making sure that we commit to being consistent. So I made a commitment to say that I'm trying to come on in the evenings to talk with you guys. Now I'm trying to come on like 9:30, 9:45, so it's a little later than normal, but I want to be consistent. I want to keep my word. I want to try to follow through so that you can know what to expect from me. So your child will do well if you have some type of a track for them to run on. If they know that this is the time I get up in the morning. If they know that this is what I do when I get up in the morning. If you have to write it down for them so that they can be consistent, and then you can stop fussing so much because you can just ask them, did you follow your plan? Go back and check. And then you don't have to do so much fussing. So for some students, it really helps to kind of write it out, what they need to do for each day. Or have them create some type of a picture or a vision board of what their day is supposed to look like. If they're supposed to do homework before they watch TV, then if they're watching TV, you have to be consistent enough to ask them, do you have your homework done? And you have to be consistent enough to give them a consequence if they don't. If you can begin to add those kinds of things in, it'll help a struggling student to begin to get a framework of support around them that will help them to be able to do better in school. Sometimes the struggle is that we struggle with consistency ourselves. And so, as I say all the time, if we're trying to help our children be those star finders, finding out how fantastic they are, finding out their strengths, we have to be strong. We have to be whole ourselves as adults to make that happen. And so, if we want our children to be consistent, then we must be consistent. If we expect them to follow through, then we must follow through. There's a saying that children learn more by things that are caught than by things that are taught. So they're watching us, and they watch what we say, but more so they watch what we do. And so I want you to have an amazing school year this year. And so I'd love for you to take a look and look back at last year. And I want you to be honest with yourself and say, okay, how consistent were you? Were you able to make sure your student had structured time to get homework done? Did you turn off all of the devices? Because you know your children are addicted. Many of our children are addicted to their phones. They cannot function without them. You have to teach them how to set those boundaries up. For some parents, you need to take the phone away from them at night when it's time to go to bed. Or you need to turn off, have a system where you cut off your online access when it's time to go to bed. Because for some of you, your children are not able to get up in the morning because they're up all night on social media. So if you want them to win, then sometimes you have to come alongside and help them with those areas to bring order to them. So if you just let them be free and arbitrary with all digital devices, and your child struggles academically, I can guarantee you're going to be limited in what you're going to be able to do. You also don't want to tell them, well, now you got to turn this off and you got to do that, or you can't have this. Don't make it a negative thing. Get them busy doing some other kinds of things. You got to start off with fun stuff for them to do, and they will begin to put their phones down. If you guys are not sitting at the table at some point during the week and actually talking to each other, but rather sitting there watching TV while you eat, you're missing opportunities to find out what's going on in their lives. And they're actually sharing their lives with other people. Yeah. You have to be consistent. So where's that time in the day when they're even interested in talking to you? Where's that time in the day when you guys have made a commitment to sit down and eat together? Where is that time in the day when you are not only asking them, did you get your homework done, but you are checking it to make sure that it has gotten done? Where is the consistency in your family life? The more places it shows up, the better your child will be. Hey, Latasha, good to see you. The more places it shows up, the better chance you have for allowing your child to begin to pull out of that struggle mode and to move into success mode in his academics, in her academics. So really the key to them having consistency is about you having consistency, which means just like I had to rush home tonight and decide that I wasn't going to do anything else until I did this live, you have to have that commitment. There's still some things I didn't get done today. I had another goal. I try to walk 10,000 steps every day. I only got about 4 or 5,000 in because of the other things that I had to do. Well, when I finish here, guess what? I got to find a way to get those other steps in. I don't know if I'm going to make 10,000 tonight, but I'm sure going to try. Because every day I am consistent adds up, and it's exponentially adding up to a point of blessing. And so I guarantee you, if you make a commitment to have consistency in your life, it will flow over into consistency in your child's life, and their success in school will increase. All right, I'm not going to be here long tonight. I hope that blesses you. If it's something that you think has value, I would love for you to share it with other moms who may be trying to figure out, what is the problem and how can I help my child to be more successful. Check your consistency. All right, guys, I love you. Have a wonderful evening. Good night.